Hasidism, sometimes Hasidic Judaism, is a Jewish religious sect. It arose as a spiritual revival movement in contemporary Western Ukraine during the 18th century and spread rapidly through Eastern Europe. Today most affiliates reside in the United States, Israel, and Britain. Israel ben Eliezer, the Baal Shem Tov, is regarded as its founding father, and his disciples developed and disseminated it. Current Hasidism is a subgroup within ultra-Orthodox Judaism and is noted for its religious conservatism and social seclusion. Hasidic thought draws heavily on Lurianic Kabbalah and to an extent is a popularization of it. Teachings emphasize God's immanence in the universe, the need to cleave and be one with Him at all times, the devotional aspect of religious practice, and the spiritual dimension of corporeality and mundane acts. Hasidim. The adherents of Hasidism are organized in independent sects known as courts or dynasties, each headed by its own hereditary leader, a Rebbe. Reverence and submission to the Rebbe are a key tenet, as he is considered a spiritual authority with whom the follower must bond to gain closeness to God. The various courts share basic convictions but operate apart and possess unique traits and customs. Affiliation is often retained in families for generations, and being Hasidic is as much a sociological factor, entailing birth into a specific community and allegiance to a dynasty of Rebs, as it is a purely religious one. There are several courts with many thousands of member households each, and dozens of smaller ones. Etymology. The terms Hasid and Hasidut, meaning pietist and piety, have a long history in Judaism. The Talmud and other old sources refer to the pietists of old, who would contemplate an entire hour in preparation for prayer. The phrase denoted extremely devoted individuals who did not only observe the law to its letter but performed good deeds even beyond it. Adam himself is honored with the title in Tractate Teruvin 18b by Rabbi Meir. Adam was a great Hasid, having fasted for 130 years. The first to adopt the epithet collectively were apparently the Hasidim in Second Temple period Judea, known as Hasidians after the Greek rendering of the name, who perhaps served as the model for those mentioned in the Talmud. The title continued to be applied as an honorific for the exceptionally devout. In 12th century Rhineland, or Ashkenazi in Jewish parlance, another prominent school of ascetics named themselves Hasidim to distinguish them from the rest. Later research employed the term Ashkenazi Hasidim. In the 16th century, when Kabbalah spread, the title also became associated with it. Jacob ben Hayam Zemmer wrote in his glossar on Isaac Luria's version of the Shulchan Aruch that one who wishes to tap the hidden wisdom must conduct himself in the manner of the pious. The movement founded by Israel ben Eliezer in the 18th century adopted the term Hasidim in the original connotation, but when the sect grew and developed specific attributes, from the 1770s, the names gradually acquired a new meaning. Its common adherents, belonging to groups each headed by a spiritual leader, were henceforth known as Hasidim. The transformation was slow. The movement was at first referred to as New Hasidism by outsiders to separate it from the old one, and its enemies derisively mocked its members as Mithasdim, pretend Hasidim. Yet eventually, the young sect gained such a mass following that the old connotation was sidelined. In popular discourse at least, Hasid came to denote someone who follows a religious teacher from the movement. It also entered modern Hebrew as such, meaning adherent or disciple. One was not merely a Hasid anymore, observed historian David Asaf, but a Hasid of someone or some dynasty in particular. This linguistic transformation paralleled that of the word tzaddik, righteous, which the Hasidic leaders adopted for themselves, though they are known colloquially as Rebs by the honorific Admor, originally denoting an observant, moral person. In Hasidic literature, tzaddik became synonymous with the often hereditary master heading a sect of followers.